Your sister's secret exposed. What she told the bank will shock you. My beloved child, something huge is waiting for you, bigger than anything you ever imagined, bigger than any truth you thought you already knew. Today, the ground beneath your feet is about to shift, because a revelation you never expected is crawling toward you with unstoppable force. And it starts with one person you thought you knew completely, your sister. For months, she carried a secret so heavy that even the walls of your house could feel its weight. A secret she tried to bury so deeply that not even guilt could dig its way out. But fate has a strange way of turning locked doors into shattered glass. And the moment she walked into the bank last week, heart racing, hands trembling, voice shaking, that was the moment everything began to unravel without warning. She didn't know cameras would pick up her panic. She didn't know her own words would be recorded. And she definitely didn't know those words would make their way back to you. But now they have. And what she confessed behind your back, what she told the bank officer with a whisper full of fear, will shake your soul in ways you aren't ready for. Because she didn't go there to ask for money. She didn't go there to fix something. She went there to warn them about something connected to you, something she believes is about to explode into your life. And that confession, my beloved child, that confession is the reason destiny is calling your name today. Amen. 111. But listen carefully, because this next part is where your breath will freeze. When she sat down in that cold bank chair, she didn't speak casually. She leaned forward like someone terrified that every second counted. The officer asked her a simple question, "What brings you here today?" And she didn't answer instantly. She closed her eyes, swallowed hard, and then said something no one expected. "I need to report something about my sibling, something that can change everything." Those words set off internal alarms inside the bank. They pulled her into a glass room. They checked her ID twice. They asked her what was going on. And then, with a voice cracking under pressure, she finally revealed the reason she had come rushing there. She believed someone was about to access something that rightfully belongs to you, something she fears is being taken, manipulated, or transferred without your knowledge. She warned them that your name might be used in a way that could affect your future. She told them to freeze a process that was quietly moving forward, something she discovered by accident, something she wasn't supposed to see. And she begged them to stop it until you could be informed. The bank officer stared at her like she was holding a storm in her hands. He asked her how she found out. She hesitated. She stuttered. And then she finally admitted that she overheard a conversation that wasn't meant for her ears, a conversation about your identity, your account, and a document someone else is trying to use in your place. That's when the officer leaned back in shock. Because it wasn't just a warning, it was a bombshell. And she knew once she said those words, nothing would ever go back to normal. Amen. 222. And here comes the part that will make your heartbeat sprint. She didn't stop at reporting the danger. She revealed something that even the bank didn't expect, something they instantly marked as urgent and forwarded to their higher team. She told them that someone close to you, someone neither of you fully trust, has been trying to interfere with a financial decision meant for your name alone. She told them she saw a message, a document, and a name signature that shouldn't exist. She told them the real owner of something, a fund, an asset, an approval, is you, not the person trying to intercept it. She said she came because she couldn't let you lose something meant for your future. And then she admitted the truth that shocked even the officer. I didn't want to hide this anymore. They're planning something behind my siblings' back. I can't stay silent. Those words changed everything. The officer locked his screen. He told her this was bigger than just a mistake. He said she did the right thing. And he promised her the bank would initiate an internal hold until the real details were pulled up. Your sister walked out breathing heavily, knowing she had opened a door that cannot be shut again. And now, my beloved child, the truth she tried to protect you from is crawling toward you faster than ever. Today marks the beginning of something massive, something that was hidden from you on purpose, but destiny refuses to let you stay blind. Brace yourself, because this story is just getting started. Amen. 333. Radiant soul, something huge is waiting for you, far bigger than even what revealed, because now the truth is entering a phase where every detail becomes explosive. While your sister walked out of the bank trying to breathe normally, she had no idea that her words had already triggered an internal chain reaction. The team she spoke to didn't treat her report like gossip. They treated it like a critical alert, because the information she handed them wasn't small. It was potentially connected to a financial shift that could change your life overnight. And here's the part that will freeze your mind. The bank immediately forwarded her statement to a special verification department. They needed to confirm whether what she said was just a misunderstanding, or the beginning of a massive hidden move targeting your identity. As they began to dig, they found something shocking. A pending request involving your name that didn't match your signature, your writing style, or your past record. That means someone tried something quietly. Someone thought their trick would stay buried. But because of your sister's intervention, their plan has now been stopped mid-air. And the bank has officially marked it as Suspicious Activity Level 3, a category reserved only for cases where someone tries to use another person's details for benefit. The moment they flagged it, your file went under deeper review. A hold was placed. And the truth is now rising like smoke from ashes. Amen. 444. Listen carefully, because what happened next will make your pulse jump. After flagging the suspicious document, the bank called your sister back into the branch, not because she was in trouble, but because they needed more information urgently. They asked her how she found out, who she suspected, and what she overheard. She hesitated, and then she said something she was scared to admit. I think someone in our circle has been planning this for weeks. Those words made the officer's eyebrows lift because it meant this wasn't an accident. It was an intentional move. She explained that she overheard someone mentioning your name, your details, and a timeline. She didn't understand everything, but she understood enough to know the plan wasn't innocent. When the officer asked her why she didn't tell you immediately, her voice cracked. She said she didn't want to stress you until she confirmed it, until she was sure something truly dangerous was happening. And now that everything was confirmed, the officer told her something she didn't expect at all. Your sibling is the rightful person connected to a fund that has been inactive for years. The claim is recent. And someone else tried to activate it first. Your sister froze. A fund? Inactive? Long forgotten? It shocked her because she had no idea such a thing even existed. And yet, someone else knew. Someone else tried to move before you. Someone else wanted to take it before the truth reached you. The officer reassured her that everything was now stopped. Nothing would move forward without direct confirmation from you. And in that moment, your sister realized how close you came to losing something that had been in your destiny all along. Amen. 555. Now hear this, because this part will make the audience hold their breath. As your sister stepped outside the branch after the second meeting, her phone buzzed. It wasn't a regular message. It was a call from a number she didn't recognize, private, blocked, silent caller ID. When she picked up, the person on the other end didn't greet her. They didn't say their name. They just said one sentence that sent a chill down her spine. "Why did you go to the bank?" She froze. This confirmed one thing: someone was watching. Someone was tracking movements. Someone knew she had stepped forward to protect you. Her hands trembled, but she didn't answer any questions. She hung up instantly, but her heart kept pounding. Because now she knew the secret was bigger than just a forged document. Someone had been planning something bigger. Something they didn't want you or her to discover. And now that she spoke up, they realized their plan is collapsing. She stood on the street, breathing heavily, knowing she had triggered something powerful. She exposed a secret that was never meant to come out. And now, beloved soul, destiny is preparing to show you everything. What she told the bank was only the beginning. The next steps will reveal exactly who was trying to take what's yours, and why they feared you knowing the truth. This story is far from over. Amen. 666. Golden heart, something huge is waiting for you, and this is the moment where every piece of the puzzle starts forming a picture that will shake you to your core. After your sister received that chilling call, she didn't go home. She didn't meet anyone. Instead, she walked straight to a quiet corner and opened her messages, only to find something she wasn't expecting at all. The bank had sent her a confidential alert, informing her that during their deeper scan, they found a second attempt, a second document, submitted from a different location, using your name again. That was the moment she realized this wasn't just one person acting out of greed or fear. This was coordinated, planned, layered. And the second attempt wasn't about claiming funds, it was about changing ownership of something linked to your future. Something only the rightful person, you, should have had access to. The request was blocked instantly. But the system flagged it as high risk, which means the pressure behind this attempt is coming from someone who was desperate, someone who rushed before you could discover what was rightfully yours. Your sister stared at that message, her heart beat loud enough to drown out everything around her. She understood the truth. Someone close was trying to rewrite your destiny without your knowledge. And now that everything is exposed, the real storm is about to begin. Amen. 777. Unbreakable soul, what happened next twisted the story into something even more unbelievable. While your sister was processing the second alert, the bank officer who handled her report emailed her directly, a message marked urgent. In that message, he explained that the internal security team had found a direct connection between the fraudulent attempt and an identity linked to your personal circle. Not a stranger. Not an outsider. Someone who knows your full name, your date of birth, your habits, your schedule. Someone who was confident you wouldn't check your accounts. Someone who assumed you never would know. The officer also revealed one more thing. There is an old account, long forgotten, untouched for years, that belongs to your sibling. A large amount was scheduled to be moved. Your sister felt her throat tighten. She asked herself the question that will now echo in your mind too: who knew about this account if even you didn't? The officer wrote that the internal team had frozen everything connected to your name until you personally confirm ownership. That means nothing can be touched now. Nothing can be moved. Nothing can be stolen. But the fact that someone tried means they have known about this account for a long time, maybe longer than you ever realized. And the moment the bank blocked the transfer, an alert was sent to the person attempting it. That person now knows their plan failed. They now know your sister exposed everything. And they now know you are about to find out the truth they hid for years. Amen. 888. Fearless soul, here comes the twist that will make the audience freeze. Just when your sister tried to calm herself, her phone buzzed again, but this time it wasn't a call. It was a screenshot sent anonymously. No name. No caption. Just a picture. The screenshot showed the bank's internal notification. Transaction blocked. Reason: verification conflict. Account under review. That means someone inside the circle, someone who was part of the plan, got that alert and forwarded it to her, almost like a warning, or a threat. As she stared at it, another message popped up. You shouldn't have interfered. Her chest tightened. She realized this wasn't just about money. This was about control. This was about keeping you unaware of something that rightfully belongs to you. This was about stopping you from unlocking something that could change your life forever. And now that the bank has stopped everything, the person who tried to manipulate your future is panicking. Their silence is broken. Their plan is collapsing. And their fear is growing, because the truth they hid from you is about to rise to the surface. Your sister stood there, trembling but determined, knowing she had done the right thing. And now, destiny is turning toward you. The next revelation will uncover who planned this, and why they have been afraid of your truth all this time. Amen. 999. Brave soul, something huge is waiting for you, and this part is where the truth turns from shocking to explosive. While your sister stood frozen with that threatening message on her screen, the bank's internal team made another move she wasn't expecting. They reached out again, but this time with information she hadn't asked for, information she never thought she would ever see. The officer sent her a partial report containing details of the old account connected to your name. And the moment she opened it, her eyes widened. The account wasn't small. It wasn't inactive because it was empty. It was inactive because someone deliberately kept it hidden, someone who didn't want you to know that a huge amount was once set aside for your future. The report showed that years ago, a deposit was made in your name. A deposit that came from a source the bank classified as confidential donor, a category used only when the contributor wants to hide their identity for safety or personal reasons. That means someone once wanted to bless your future silently. Someone wanted you to have security, stability, opportunity. And someone else found out about it, and tried to take it before you even knew it existed. Your sister's breath shook as she read the last line of the report. The rightful owner must be notified immediately. Everything inside her told her this was the moment your life was meant to shift. She realized she wasn't just protecting you, she was awakening a destiny that someone else tried to bury. Amen. 1111. Unstoppable soul, this is where the story flips yet again. Before your sister could reply to the officer, she received another message, this time from the bank's head verification team. They informed her that during their full sweep of the attempted activity, they discovered something even more disturbing. The person who tried to access your old account had attempted similar moves in the past. Not once. Not twice. 3 times. Each attempt more desperate than the last. Each attempt blocked only because the system detected mismatched identification. This person wanted access badly. They wanted control. They wanted ownership of something that was never theirs. And now that they know the bank has officially flagged the case as fraud risk, they are cornered. Pressure is closing in. Everything they hid is now being illuminated. The officer informed your sister that the bank will not only protect your account, they will also prepare a direct call to you. Because they believe the person behind this is someone with emotional proximity to you. Someone who has watched you closely. Someone who thought you would never discover their hidden moves. The bank's final line in the message shook your sister to her core. You acted at the perfect time. Your sibling was seconds away from losing something significant. She closed her eyes, overwhelmed, knowing destiny pushed her to step into that bank right before everything went wrong. Amen. 1212. Powerful soul, as if destiny wanted to confirm everything, something happened that will make the audience hold their breath. Minutes after receiving the bank's report, your sister's phone rang again. But this time it wasn't a hidden number. It was someone familiar, someone who normally doesn't call her at all. Someone whose voice instantly gave away guilt the moment they said her name. She answered cautiously. They asked her a simple question. Did the bank tell you everything? Her blood ran cold. Because this meant one thing. The person behind the attempts already knew the bank discovered their plan. This caller was nervous. Their voice trembled. They tried to sound calm, but the fear leaked through every word. They didn't ask how she knew. They didn't ask what she heard. They only asked one thing, whether you had found out yet. That question revealed their real fear. They weren't scared of being exposed to the bank, they were terrified of being exposed to you. Because they know that once you hear the truth, everything changes. The balance of power shifts. Their influence breaks. Their control shatters. Your sister didn't answer the question. She stayed silent. The caller panicked and said, "You weren't supposed to get involved." And then they hung up. In that moment, your sister understood the full truth. Someone close to you wanted to take what was yours. Someone close to you feared you finding your destiny. Someone close to you never wanted this secret account to reach your awareness. But now everything is unraveling, and you are only steps away from discovering their identity. Prepare yourself,